I'm going to fix something because my house has been shaking a little bit recently, and I just noticed something that is very precariously placed, so I'm going to make it so it doesn't drop on my head someday. I have a stack of CDs that I honestly should go through and find which ones are too scratched to ever work again, because I know there's several in there that are too scratched, but I have original copies of Warcraft 3, I have an original copy of Bionicle, Need for Speed Underground 2, other such games that are all there, but there's some that I will never touch, some that'll never really be interesting. I might be able to find a collector who might buy, a Reading Blaster from when I was a young child, and I have no memory of even touching that for the 10-foot pole. But yeah, I should probably just get rid of some of that stuff. See what's good, see what isn't. We're gonna go for triple elites, because you know what, this deck is worth it. You're worth it. I only saw the triple elites that just go in the middle, so we're just gonna do exactly that. Enlightenment, toss out a bash on the big guy in the back. Barricade! Another card I was kind of looking for. I won't have a chance to play it anytime soon, but hey, it might be possible in the future. Might be possible now. Yeah, there is an Infernal Blade. I was wondering what was happening here. Infernal Blade, which gives me a headbutt, which this gets deleted, which gets me another headbutt. Power through, I guess? Double tap into headbutt twice? And I guess put the Enlightenment back on top. And Infernal Blade, because that'll also cost 0. Alright, I guess that worked. I mean, in all honesty, even with Dead Branch going, there's 3 or 4 cards I will actually touch. Everything else is just kind of irrelevant. Oh no. Not again. Enlightenment. Double tap. I mean, yeah, I just immolate, because there's no reason to play Fiendfire. I don't think so, but I don't remember enough about what the alternate card art for Headbutt was to be able to actually make an accurate guess. Purple Fire Spirit's Dancing. What are we going to delete? We are going to delete Immolate, because the burn cards are actually the worst thing we can experience. And the max health actually will probably matter in the fight with the heart. Rupture, I don't ever think will truly matter in this engagement, so I'll just be okay with what we've currently got set up. And since I'm already just gambling on getting cards anyway, my deck is effectively gambling. It's a gamble that I will get exactly what I'm looking for, and you won't get something that can actually help you at the end of the day. I want to target anyone else, and I will target anyone else, because it's just too much fun to keep doing what I'm doing here. I want to get a zero-cost something, and that, in fact, is a zero-cost something. Well, might as well Apotheosis. Just to kill him. In our Ascendancy, we just suck out his soul and leave immediately. 110 health. Are you sure there are no more elites? Nope, the middle path is still the best, because I'm just going to get as much as I can with the Black Star. Oh boy. Mercury Hourglass is irrelevant. Dolly's Mirror. Like, okay, I love Shuriken, but we're not really dealing damage with our attacks, now are we? And even if we are, at most we're casting like, what, one attack? One or two attacks a turn. But Dolly's Mirror means we can get a copy of Adrenaline, or more accurately, another copy of Fiendfire. We could take Umamori. Umamori, it doesn't, in and of itself doesn't hurt, but I'm actually going to take Dramatic Entrance because it's a card that exhausts itself. And we're going to delete a strike to make sure we actually get the good cards. And we are now at officially $0. Adrenalize. Apotheosize. Battle Trance. Enlightenment to permanently make Bash cost only 1. Metallicize, because that's just going to be as good as it's going to get. Double tap. Bash Bash. Dramatic Entrance twice. Chemokinesis. I mean, we're going to heal it up anyway, so we might as well. I have never seen the animation for Chemokinesis. That's actually a really good animation. It's like an inverse Magneto from X-Men Days of Future Past? No. There's so many terrible X-Men films that I can't remember which one it was. Okay, I don't know if it's actually terrible. I don't remember anything about those films. I just vaguely remember the Magneto scene of ripping metal from someone's blood. Well, it's going to give me Artifact and give me a new card to work with, which is a perfect excuse for me to burn it away, which gives me another Chemokinesis, but do I really need another Chemokinesis? And the answer is no, so I'm just going to hit you with a strike and move on with our lives. Oh, there was something that gave percentile. Oh, why would you give me both Fiendfires? You sadden me in ways I can't even begin to describe. We're going to put Corruption back on top, and the reason for that is because Corruption lets us continually cast exhausting cards with Dead Branch. Like, the card I would drop everything for is Corruption, because as long as Corruption's in play, I can just keep playing cards. Like, there's, unless the attack becomes unless it becomes an actual legit attack, I can just keep drawing cards and using cards, and as long as they're 0 drops, I can just keep spamming their use. Hit me with that Warcry so I can draw more cards with it. Infernal Blade gives me a Wild Strike. Warcry Plus, which allows me to put Evolve back on top of the library. Gets me to Havoc and Evolve, so I no longer have this problem. We get Exhaust all non-attack cards. I'm going to do this first before I forget, in case I somehow get more. You know what? Keep drawing. Power through. Second Wind to burn every single card in my hand out and give me something else to work with. Burn out all of the cards. Into a Limit Break for more strength. Into a Battle Trance, which is entirely worthless, into a Double Tap, into a True Grit, which deletes the Twin Strike. There we go. I was looking for Lethal, I didn't find it. Do I want to play Berserk? I don't need to play Berserk, do I? This is going to deal like, what, 30... Oh, it deals 37. Fair enough. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally got him. Sir, I will take the Cloak and Dagger. That is 2 generated cards off of 1. Several attacks rolled into it. Yes, please. Alright, which elite are you? Giant Head, that's going to be one of those that we're actually really good against. Especially considering we have an early Berserk. Brutality is actually kind of irrelevant. Like, I wouldn't care about Brutality, but why do I need to draw extra cards? Because I'm going to keep exhausting his stuff anyway. Oh, that's also right. I can actually permanently power down someone until they don't have any strength left of their body. So we'll Cloak and Dagger. Toss out some shivs. We could uppercut him, but there's no point, really. I know I'm playing these things kind of out of order, but I really just need to get to a point where I start just being able to play cards and not stopping. And ladies and gentlemen, we are actually at that point officially. Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, we have hit that point a while ago, and we are not stopping any further. Toss up the double tap, and begin the Fiend Fire. Well, that would have been nice. Another Fiend Fire to replace the one we just burned away. Any 0 drops? Well, we got Corruption. I wish we could hold on to it, but it's just going to go back into our deck, and we'll pick it up. We'll fish it out eventually. Now, he's going to soon start hitting us for 40s. And I am concerned about this, but at the same time, I'm going to just keep building up an obscene number of cards in my hand. Oh, baby. I'll draw the Fiend Fire anyway off the dropkick. I just won't be able to cast it. But I want the Corruption. Power through. Flame Barrier. Rage. Dropkick. I had one more bit of energy. That's it. If I just had one more bit of energy, I wouldn't have had any problem with casting Fiend Fire that turn. And having another completely bananas turn. Alright. Alright. Flame Barrier, it gets exhausted, that's fine. Enlightenment gets exhausted, that is also fine. Bash happens, Second Wind happens to let those 2 cards get replaced. Shrug it off, so we draw more cards and get a Clash. Shrug it off again to get more cards. Fire Breathing, double tap for the ultimate power into an Exhume. We're going to Exhume an Adrenaline. Because, you know what, why not? Make you weaker. Because why not? Adrenaline to draw more cards and get more energy. We can finally cast our attacking cards. Do we have anything that is actually ridiculously good? The answer is no. So hit you with Double Clash. Hit you again for more. Pommel Strike to keep drawing through, to double tap twice. We could play a Demon Form, but what's the point? No. Instead, I kind of just want to hit you with a 35 damage strike. And we now have Paper Frog and Pen Nib, which are both amazing cards for this setup, to just keep hitting people and not stopping. Okay, we don't need Brimstone. Let's be honest here. None of these really speak to me, and I will get one more chance at a shop at least just before the final fight, because we are going to make it through this. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, so let's just keep fighting. Sweet, an early barricade never hurt. Oh, baby. You shouldn't have. You really, really shouldn't have. Battle trance. Alright, who do I want to hit? So that'll hit you 4 times. No, it'll hit you for 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. 7 times 3 is 21, so that'll take you down enough for I don't take damage off of hitting you with Fiend Fire. So we'll do so. Oh, never mind, I took 1 point of damage from it. Do I have any 0 drops? I do, but it's Berserk, and I'd rather not give them Berserk. You can die. I can just chuck this so I don't take nearly as much. We can play Berserk for the sake of playing Berserk. The dexterity does matter, usually, so we'll just Singing Bowl. I like options, so we'll take the one that gives options, even though this really doesn't make it— Oh! We're being watched. We are being watched indeed. Welcome back again, Zarok. We are in the midst of a extremely silly run, if you couldn't tell by the Charon's Ashes and the Dead Branch combo that we've got going. We're exhausting our deck multiple times over and just tossing cards out. If you wanted a good idea, and if you still keep up with Hearthstone, this is the equivalent of the mage deck that's running around with Mana Cyclone. To just cycle out everything that we've got. And I get to play an Evolve to begin with, which somehow makes this all the better. Oh, I want to play Spot Weakness so bad, but I can't play Spot Weakness, so I'll just Dead Branch. Can we find any card that works? Not really. Alright. We don't take any damage here in this section, so I'm okay with this. Double tap seems kind of irrelevant. So I will Warcry to draw a card, put this away because it's not needed. I like the Juggernaut, Cloak and Dagger, Shiv twice, Battle Trance. Can't get anything that actually gets rid of cards, so alright, and just fine by me. Burn cards. That's funny. Adrenalize, me captain. Beam Cell, Headbutt, I guess. What do I want to headbutt here? I guess I'll headbutt a Battle Trance? Twin Strike you twice with this? Like, I'll be honest, this isn't really my definition of, like, an amazing turn. Because he's going to get one more time of Intangible, but we didn't lose a lot of health, so, I mean, I guess it doesn't actually suck that much. Panacea, because it replaces itself. Battle Trance, because you know what, why not? I'm worth it. Oh, baby, Well, Fiend Fire, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it deals more than 0 for 2. Replace the entire hand, get me something new. That's a lot of demon forms that I would love to play. Like, I'll be honest here, I'd love to play those demon forms, but I just don't have energy. I was hoping there'd be like 1 or 2 Sentinels, maybe just not flat 0. Shrug it off. Burning Pact off of Sentinel, which gives me a lot of energy to work with. could Juggernaut. I'd rather Enlightenment first, to Juggernaut, to Bash, to Pummel, into a Power Through to kill you. Darkstone Periapt is useless. Juzu Bracelet's, like, okay at this stage, just so we don't have any more stupid fights that are completely irrelevant. And we're at 116 health. We started at 80, so we've gained around 40 health. And it's only going to keep going up from there. Of course I'm going to open the sphere. Why not? I will admit the brutality card draw argument has won me over. Yeah, just focus fire on all of our attacks. Do I second wind? Because if I second wind, I delete 90% of these cards, but then I basically re-roll all of them. We'll play this just in case, and we're just going to second wind it up. And see what else we can get. I mean, I guess it works, kind of. Bash you, entrance. I didn't pay attention, I did this out of order. I screwed up. That's fine. Again, if I get one Fiend Fire, the first guy dies, and I basically get to do whatever I want. Double tap an Iron Wave to kill the Orb Walker, or at least get very close to doing so. Trigger it away something else. Dark Embrace would actually be really nice to continue to spam out cards. I'm going to take some damage, but the Black Blood's just going to heal me back up anyway. Panacea is definitely being used. Fiendfire? Fiendfire will kill the first one, and the second one should die as a just result of the Fiendfire turn. Calculated. Stone Calendar. I'll take a Deep Breath Plus. I'll definitely take a Deep Breath Plus. Just, if I keep dumping things in my graveyard, I might as well pull them all back at some point. Or have the option to. Shrug it off, see what I find. Apotheosis is mine. Battle Trance. Into a double tap. We're going to Beam Cell you because you have the most health. And Dramatic Entrance twice. Now that didn't kill any of them, but I think that's fine. They're not going to be doing a whole lot of damage to me. It's 16. I heal through it. Order of Operations, Panacea. Rage, definitely. Warcry, we can toss the Defend back on top because we can Cloak and Dagger. Into double Shivs on you. Into an Immolate, which just kills them all off. Neat. Mind Blast has the unique thing of the longer my match goes on, the more useful Mind Blast becomes, because I'm just going to be generating cards from nowhere. Because that's how this deck works. And at the same time, the very first turn, it'll be 1 mana deal 25 damage? Not 25, like 20. Which isn't bad. I think I'll actually take Mind Blast. Alright. Miss Snack Woman. Oh my gosh, you gave me Evolve. Of all things, you gave me Evolve. The spoon would be amazing here. Yes, I would agree. So I'm going to kill you off because I just don't want to fight all of you right this instant. Give me an offering because you know what? That's fine. Into a Fiend Fire, you shouldn't have. Will Warcry put the Defend away, but that just generates a new card, which is a Limit Break, which is sadly useless. Fiend Fire, the Reptimancer, because we already have an Evolve, and a second Evolve is kind of irrelevant here. Into a new hand, and that hand contains another Offering, and a Double Tap, and a Limit Break. The Limit Break I really don't care for, but we can do another Offering on the Heart of Blood, because we're still... Okay, we're not healing more than this, we're doing a lot. Do this... Rage, because, you know what, sure, I don't have an attack card. Oh, I do, Hemokinesis. And Feel No Pain for the exhaustion effect would also be an amazing find for me. Another Fiend Fire, it doesn't kill anything immediately, but because of the exhaustion effect for armor gain, I think I'm alright. What do I have here? I have an Offering. I also have Fiend Fires. I have a lot of things I could do with Exhume. Except not really. Don't end the turn just yet. You can always draw something for 0. Oh, maybe I see the adrenaline. Let's go. Alrighty then, another batch. The Bronze Scales, the Smiling Mask, a Fear Potion, and everything else here is just not worth my time, so we'll actually go up to 118. This is a guaranteed not combat. We begin to fall. I don't even have a power card. Sure, I'll lose a Beam Cell. Beam Cell's alright, but it's not been that great. If I were to upgrade a card, what would I upgrade? Honestly, probably Adrenaline. I could also heal and guarantee that I'm going to survive this next fight, which I'm going to do because I am confident in my ability to win engagement, but at the same time, even with all the ridiculous stuff that I'm tossing out every turn, I can always make concessions that the opponent might have a chance of surviving. So we're going to start off with a Deep Breath, because that just draws 2 cards, basically. Fire Breathing, he'll gain 1 strength, but it's usually about the only strength he's going to gain on average. Dramatic Entrance. I did this in the wrong order. Hit him up with a Mind Blast before I forget. I should have double tapped to double tap Mind Blast. Oh well. Power Through? Power Through. Neat. If only I could weaken him. We're going to Enlighten, and we're going to Fiend Fire the Awakened one. Just ditch everything that we currently have in favor of getting something else. Warcry, because that just doesn't hurt us in any meaningful way. We'll put this on the bottom. We can drop kick because it costs us nothing to do. Gamble all of this away because all this stuff really isn't helpful in the current iteration. Apotheosis into an Adrenaline. Into a Battle Trance. Into a Fiend Fire. No, I don't want to do that yet. I do want to do that now. I kind of want to save the demon form, actually. Because there's an... No, not really. Here, we can't draw anything, so I'll put the demon form back on top, but I'll just draw a disarm, which is actually okay to use here. To weaken him permanently, so I do a little bit less. And I would love to use the offering, but it's not that helpful, so just burn it all. Kill off his 2 dudes in the front, and we'll see what we get next. I mean, I could flex on him. Ooh, intimidate. Anger. You get weakness, so you do even less. We'll flex. We'll anger on you, because that won't kill you, but it'll get very, very close. And he'll transform next turn, which is perfect for me because I can demon form now while he doesn't gain any buffs, and I get Panacea in preparation. So now I'll be gaining strength every single turn. He'll be able to do an absolute metric ton of damage to me, but hey, that's just kind of what I have to roll with right now. That's a lot of demon forms. I would actually rather barricade right now. Or more accurately, I would like to uppercut, so I'm taking a little bit less harm. You know, there's a lot of damage coming out on my face, so we'll just sit here and wait patiently. Mind Blast doesn't do enough. Anger, double tap, Twin Strike twice, Mind Blast twice. I didn't weaken him first, that is my mistake. So there's a specific line of play that should be done. Don't forget this again. Flex to strengthen myself without any loss. Anger to deal a metric load of damage. Hemokinesis to do a little bit more, and Heavy Blade as a pathetic attempt to try to end his existence before he does anything else. So I'm not dead yet, he is still regenerating, but it's not too bad. Oh, the Void is on the bottom, and we're going to reshuffle the deck before we draw. This would make me lose energy, so I shouldn't do it. So, yeah, we'll just deep breath. Drop kick. Battle Trance. And a Heavy Blade for 92. The bird is dead. Long live me. And it's time once again for us to go to the heart of the Spire. Been a while since I've done a Heartbreaker, but the Ironclad is good enough. He takes his tools, tosses them aside when they're no longer needed, and simply finds more. The ending. Again, if I were to smith something, I would smith adrenaline, but everything else really doesn't, like, warrant it. Like, the most I'm gonna do is heal up, because, well, if I'm at full health at the start of the fight, it increases my odds of surviving, right? Right. Cauldron to brew 5 potions, Sundial. Ironically is very helpful. Like, realistically, it is actually useful because I do a lot of drawing effects on here as I'm constantly cycling through the deck. Just ditching cards, burning them, and replaying them. So I will actually pull out the Sundial here, as dumb as it sounds. And now we have 2 more relics to acquire from the Black Star. Rupture in Rupturious Glory. Double tap, Dramatic Entrance. I'm sorry, I love Dark Embrace, but I need to double tap Mind Blast. There's no real other option but to do this. Alright, here comes the real problem. Warcry, put Shrug It Off back on top. No, keep Shrug It Off. Ditch. Twin Strike because it's unplayable. Immolate. 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 No, because I want Fiend Fire. And we'll Shrug It Off here just to get some armor together. And toss out the Fiend Fire. So we're going to be taking 60, but that's only about half our health. So, yeah, we're okay with this. What do we get off of Panacea? Blood for blood. I could turn around. He's going to empower himself. I would like to just kill him, but even with the vulnerability, this would be 7 plus 50% of... No, 75% of this. 75% of this, again, would be somewhere in the 30s? It wouldn't be enough. Oh yeah, he doesn't take the defense. He doesn't take the negative anyway. Why did I... That was actually a really stupid idea. I could have defended a little bit more damage than this. Apotheosis, we've been waiting for you. Toss me up a Battle Trance, because I don't take any negatives from this just yet. And we'll Adrenaline to dig through our deck a little bit more. Shuffle. Fiendfire you, because that should kill you. And then we'll probably get something else to work with. Not before we Enlighten, and then Fiendfire. Although we can do this first. There we go. Now we're safe, for the time being. Keep playing more things. Okay, this will kill the other guy, guaranteed. So they're no longer stabbing me in the back or doing anything else. Art of War is just a funny item. Dodecahedron's also funny. Liquid Bronze, I guess, is okay. I'm actually going to take Piercing Wail because on the off chance that it can protect me on the turn the heart attacks me for a ton. Always drink the Liquid Bronze. No reason not to. Always toss up the Barricade because it's going to be helpful. Cloak and Dagger. I can't Mind Blast and do everything else. Dramatic Entrance for 0, because, you know, why not? I could have raged. This angers me. Should have checked to see if that exhaust card would have given it to me. Alright, Mega Hit or Mini Hit? Mini Hit, and Piercing Wail comes into play. Excellent, alright. Doing that now. No need to uppercut, we'll just Fiend Fire all this away for the time being. I could gain 1 energy, and the only reason I'm doing this is to spot weakness for a future turn. Warcry, because we must. There must be a chance somewhere in this for me to have a chance of survival. Rage might provide it. Do this, double tap Fiendfire. Ditch all these cards, because these cards will usually end up being useless again, and we're kind of at the mercy of RNGesus if we have a chance of surviving this turn. We don't. We don't. Alright, we're gonna try once more on the heart, as we usually do. Because maybe there's a better line of play. You always get thorns. So, barricade always helps. Bash, dramatic entrance instead. Mind Blast. This time we don't even have the chance for it to show up, so that's fine. We have less armor, but maybe we've seeded RNG differently. And just determined that this fight could have only been successfully completed if RNGesus was in our favor. Oh, never mind, we're just dead anyway. So that's what, 45? That's 45. I'd be at 1. I would be at exactly 1 health. And you know what? That's just funny enough. Just, do it to me, heart. Come on. Just do it. I don't even know why I'm trying to pull this out of here. There's no way I was going to get through this. So I'll just kill myself. There we go. Ascension Mode 11 unlocked. Combo! Stuffed by increasing my max health to such an absurd degree. You took defeat an elite without taking damage? How? Alright. Well, we didn't get the Heartbreaker, but we rarely do.